real quick. It's about 6:30, man. I just got off about 6 o'clock. But for some reason, I'm still in work mode. Now, not for some reason. I know why. Because I guess I'm an extra super nice guy. Alright? I'm headed to a buddy's shop. This guy, he used to work with us a long time ago, a good decade ago. But we still remain friends. He got his own shop now. From time to time, he will get burnt, bit, just totally lost on a Chrysler product. In fact, he said he's working on a Jeep Liberty, I want to say, that is beating his butt, kicking his butt. He has thrown everything at this car. He don't know what's going on. He been calling me for the past 2 weeks. I ain't gonna even lie, I've been putting them off. I don't feel like it. I ain't got time to drive way over there. When I get off work, I am tired. It's already slow at work. I just want to get home, get to my computer, and edit some more YouTube videos. That's what I like to do, man. I got enough footage. All I need to do is find some time to edit them all. So that's what I like to do when I get off. Not go to another shop and do some more stuff. Now, but I'm not gonna criticize the guy, man, because we all get burnt. Hell, I get burnt. I got cars at the shop. I don't have a clue what's wrong with it. Okay? Now, when I gotta call engineers and Chrysler tech line and all that stuff, it's a problem. I mean, I didn't build the cars, so I need assistance. Every now and then, everybody needs assistance. Nobody knows everything. Alright, so I'm headed over here to see what I can come up with. Now, I tried to dig out of him what's going on. He said it's running bad, it's throwing lean codes or rich codes, one of them, and he said he replaced every sensor known to man. I'm like, dude, that is reckless right there. I mean, I don't know who money you wasting, whether it's yours or the customer, or you just have parts laying around, one of the two. But and then I try to dig out of what's the engine doing internally, because everybody knows, at least they should, if compression is low, it doesn't matter. Nothing else matters. What's going on outside of the engine? You forget spark plugs, forget ignition coil, forget injectors, forget map sensors, forget all of that, because none of that matters if the engine is low on compression. I asked him that. He said compression is fine. I mean, he answered that way too quickly for me. Okay. Now, also, I remember he did mention that. No, I asked him how's the vacuum. Okay, because vacuum is an indication of how well your engine is breathing and sucking in air. He said it's fine. How do you know it's fine, man? That you check this stuff, man? Because see, the thing I'm gonna be upset with if I drive way over here and the car got internal problem, that is the first thing I'm gonna check on. The first thing I want to know. I don't want to see nothing else. I don't want to see no fault codes. This is a 3.7 in a Liberty, okay, V6. They're known for being jumping time, not so much jumping time, but something going on causing the engine to come out of time. I don't know, but if the internals are out of whack, guys, everything else is gonna be out of whack. So, like I say, man, I don't want to belittle the guy's knowledge, but he wasn't answering my questions over the phone. His main goal was to get me over here. Dude, I can't come over here and work miracles for you. I mean, I'm gonna have to go through diagnostic procedures also. What he's thinking is maybe I've seen something because I work at a Jeep dealer. There's a chance that I may have seen something or seen this problem before. If that was the case, I would tell you over the phone, because Lord knows I don't want to come over there. Alright, so I don't know, man. Like I said, when I get here, I'm going straight for the internals of the engine. And I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on, man. In fact, I'm gonna try to leave a recorder in audio mode, okay? I don't want him to know I'm filming. It's a nice guy, man. Real good friend of mine. So it gotta be a friend of mine. He think he can just call me out of the blue and ask me to come over and help him figure something out. Now, I do this from time to time with other shops, but other shops pay me. Okay, other shops, it's called troubleshooting. I go around from shop to shop from time to time and troubleshoot. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if you're getting paid. This guy, I'm not asking, I don't know. We'll figure out when I get here, guys. So what I want y'all to do, stay tuned, man. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. 2570, is this it? Ladies and gentlemen, I am here. I think this is it. 2570. All right, I'm pulling up to my buddy's shop. What's up, man? Yeah, that's him right there. This look like the Jeep over here. So, guys, let me hang up and get back with y'all. Let me figure out what's going on. All right, that's the Jeep. A Jeep Liberty with a 3.7 liter engine. It's got some problems. Now the vacuum in that car the vacuum was pretty normal. Okay, so all I could do, man, we went on a test drive. I was looking at my adaptive memory. What's going on? He's getting P0171. That's lean. Car's running lean. They trying to pass emission. You're never going to pass emission if that code keep popping up. Lean pretty much is an indication of your car basically running lean. Not enough fuel. I mean, that could be anything from low fuel pressure, low EGR valve. But the car is not equipped with an EGR valve, and he's assured that fuel pressure is up to spec. In fact, I don't know if this is a proper indication, but we went on a test drive and he floored it. See, I got power. Well, I don't know about that because at idle, when we come to stopping at idle, it started running rough. And I think that's when the computer started picking things up. So it could be anything, something simple as carbon on the valves. Okay, if those valves heavily carbon, that could interrupt fuel delivery. Okay, so it could be that. It could be anything, man. That car is 170,000 miles. So definitely could be heavily carbon intake valves. Now, only thing I can leave with him, or I suggested he do, was to run a compression test. Like I say, guys, you always, the internal workings of the engine has to be on point, all right? And the best way to find that out is through a compression test and a cylinder leak down test. If those cylinders are capable of holding that pressure that you put in it, then the engine is doing its job. I like to do both a compression test and a cylinder leak down test. The compression test mainly, okay, because you really need to compare all 6 cylinders. You really need to compare the readings of all 6 cylinders, all right? Because if that's out of whack, nothing else matters. I know this video is shaky, man. I'm in my other car and there's no phone holder in it, so. But I just wanted to update y'all on this, man. If you any kind of hard, ridiculous problem. Now, this is a 04, so older model cars, I have to knock out the cobwebs, man, because my brain is on this fresh new stuff that's going on now. So everything from an older standpoint, I tend to lose it, or I can't remember what I used to remember because I had to get rid of that. It's like a computer, the random access memory. You got to clear some of that out for the new stuff. So, but all the theory still applies, guys. So, the internal working of the engine has to be on point. The engine has to produce a certain amount of pressure, balanced pressure, okay? That's why I always recommend you do a compression test on all. If it's a 6-cylinder, all 6 cylinders. If it's an 8, all. You have to be able to compare one cylinder to the next. Now, a lot of guys tend to, like, they'll have a misfire in cylinder 4, and they'll do a compression test only in cylinder 4. I guess that's fine and dandy if you're trying to isolate things, but for a complete balance test of the engine, you really need to do all cylinders. And that's the only thing I can suggest to him, man. I feel bad for Buddy because I think he done convinced the customer to spend a certain amount of money, a lot amount of money, with the assurance that that would take care of the problem. And lo and behold, that hasn't taken care of the problem. So I feel bad for him, but it happens, man. There's no certainty. There's no one certain thing that you are 100% sure of. Never give a customer 100% assurance that something or certain things is going to repair their car. Because, man, like I say, you can do proper diagnosis on any and everything and still be wrong. You can follow the book to the T and still be wrong. it's just one of those things, man. Nothing you can do about that. But I hope he figures something out. Man, hopefully, well, I was going to say hopefully, but I don't hope this happened. I don't hope he run a compression test and found out a couple of cylinders are low. That's what's throwing the engine off balance and throwing that lean code and throwing those out of time and making the car feel like it's out of. I'm not hoping that's what happened, but that would be a relief, okay? At least you know where your problem lies, as opposed to, I would stop feeling guilty about all the stuff you done sold the customer and feel more better about myself once I finally found out if the internals of the engine is out of whack. Because I don't know, you got to be in my shoes, I guess, to feel what I'm trying to say. Because I mean, all money ain't good money. All money is lovely money. Just to a degree, you're more concerned. You become attached to something and more concerned about something, as opposed to how much money you made. Like at some point, even cars at work, I get to a point where I don't care if I made a dime on it, as long as I found out what's wrong with that particular problem I was working on, because that lives with you. Okay, that money is going to come into your possession and then leave. In some cases, the very next day. But that knowledge you learned from that problem will stay with you for a long time. For a very long time. Man, there's things I remember I got bitten on 10 years ago that I still will apply to those same vehicles if I ever see that problem again. So certain problems you're not going to forget. Certain problems that you had that beat you up and you finally figured out what it was, that's going to stay in there forever. So you can't really put a price tag on that. So in some cases, guys, you got to disregard the fact if you made money off a repair or not. And value the knowledge that you gained from that problem. Okay, because you can't put a price tag on it, like I said. But that's where we stand, man. So we didn't want to do a compression test right then because we had just got off a test drive. You don't really want to be removing spark plugs out of an aluminum cylinder head when the engine is hot like that. You really don't want that. And he did have the nerve to say, I thought you would come over and just boom, boom, boom. I seen this problem. All problems that you come into contact with is not going to always follow the very next car. Man, you got to get out of the habit of applying what you learned from one car to the next. Even if it's the same kind of car. I mean, what you should have picked up was what you learned from that problem and apply it to your future problem cars. But don't take, because a map sensor beat you up on a Jeep Liberty, that's what the problem is on every future Jeep Liberty that you work on. That's not the case, guys. It's not always the case. Think rational and keep in mind this is somebody's money you're playing with, okay? Once you give an estimate and tell somebody this is what it's going to cost and take to fix your car, you pretty much gave your word, okay? They're counting on you to be not only right, but at least know what you're talking about. So I wouldn't really base what I found off another car on every car that I work on now. So no, but I was disappointed in him saying something like that. I thought you would come over and know exactly what was wrong with it. Oh man, I mean, sure, I've seen a lot, but it doesn't apply to every car. We need to go through the same procedure. We went on a test drive. I had him drive while I monitored my readings. And I'm so glad I had my DRB with me because he had one of those other scan tools that I'm not familiar with. I mean, data can be the same from scan tool to scan tool, but I need to be familiar with the inner and outers of a particular scan tool. And I am that with a DRB. Man, I've been rambling for a good 10 minutes. I know, guys. I'm sorry, but it's been weighing on me. Like I say, I left work. I could be doing a million other things, editing videos, but I wanted to come check on my buddy, man, and I'm all right with that. So I didn't make a dime. I'm cool with that because we friends. All right. From time to time, like I say, I run from shop to shop troubleshoot, but he said it's slow, and there may be a chance that he lose money on this car. So I hope he get it together, man. That's all I got, man. I'm talking too much. Thanks for watching. I hope somebody picks something out of it. I mean, when I talk or ramble, I try to I mean, it do you good to listen, because I might say something that may hit home on problems you having, okay? So I'm not just rambling to be rambling. I mean, this is semi-educational, especially for you young guys just getting in the game. Take what I'm saying or what I say and apply it to the way you go by diagnosing.